this is demonstrating the full self-driving, and I'm pretty much just showing this is the future right now at the moment. So I just need to press the button, which is this. I'll just wait for this passenger to go through, but pretty much I can just press start and it's good to go. I can see on the right side there's no one on the right, and it's already doing its turn. As you can see, got out of the driveway and we're heading over to my work now. So it's pretty quiet. I'm just got the music off just so I don't get any copyright problems and issues or nothing like that. So, and we'll just let it be. Pretty much, I know on the right, later on we've got to get on the right hand side and just do a U-turn to get on the M1, and then that's pretty easy. So let's see it. Like, you can overtake any time by telling it to go on the right, but I'm not going to do that. I actually did it by itself. Actually, I didn't even touch that. But you can override by just but still stay on FSD or full self autopilot by just putting an indicator. If you really want to just overtake or move to a different lane, you can do that. It will do it by itself. You don't need to take care of it. You just want to go, hinting I want to go on another lane, and it would actually do that for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It is pretty easy. I've got more hands on here, and I don't have any my foot pedals. You can already see later on, but I'm not really touching my pedals at all. It is pretty much looking at the lights by all the cameras. It knows the different signals on the actual traffic light as well, so if it needs to turn right or turn left, it knows the difference between it. And of course, when it goes, the green lights will automatically go, as you can probably see right now, and that's it. Now there is another extra camera up here, which is right up here, and it's pretty much just monitoring, make sure I'm actually looking around on the road. So if I'm not paying attention, it will ask me to shake the wheel a little bit, or just tug the wheel a little bit, just to say, hey, I'm late.
In 200 meters, make a right U-turn at Logan Road to stay on Logan Road. Then take the M3 exit on the left. As
it is full self-driving, supervised, and that's what it means. Basically, I got to make sure it's still there. Now, I've been using it for, let's see, I've had this just over nearly about 1100 kilometers already, so for this car, and I would probably be bold enough to say around about 94% of that 1100 kilometers has been just self-driving. I know the first 30 kilometers it was pretty much from Tesla's warehouse where I picked that up to my home, when I was actually was forced to actually do the normal driving, because I was training the AI system, the full self-driving, as that's the mandatory thing. After that, I've really barely driven this manually. It's mostly my family members who haven't really got used to just the car itself, because they wanted to get used to the car before they actually use the full self-driving. But I've been pretty much mostly using full self-driving. It has gone up mountains. I've taken it up to Mount Tamborine, went all the way up and all the way down. Now that's I would say it's a slow, curvy, quite tight for some of the corners, and it did really well. Like, it was behind when I went up the mountain, it was a little bit behind someone, so I had to kind of take care. But I did notice on the way down, it was pretty much the first car, so there was no one in front of me, and I did notice that it was pretty much being a comfortable ride, yet it was getting closer to the speed limit. As you can see now, we're moving off by itself. I'm not doing anything, and this should be our
now
U-turn.
Make a right U-turn at Logan Road.
It knows to do a U-turn, so let's have a look as it's just doing its turn. As you can see, that's done its turn, and it should get onto the highway here.
Now take the M3 exit on the left.
Starts. I do notice that it's now going to go from 70 to 60. It's going to do that. Yep, it did 60, and it will travel away 60, even though it is on ramp. But hey, this is probably Australian laws that I think it's a bit silly that they put a 60 at the back there. They should just let it run, but most people just let it run. And now we've got the 100, and you will see this start zooming off here. So there you go, it's 100, and it starts zooming off. So this is something I kind of think that Tesla might need to look. It's just, it is on ramp. It should really bring it up to like 100 speed, as there's nothing in between there. But then again, this is Australia. It should be Australian taking care of their actual laws. I don't know why they put a 60s road sign there. Maybe start gradually putting it up. But anyway, that's just my little gripe anyway. As you can see, it's just now start getting me all the way. Now, like I said, back on I have noticed that it was on the way down the Mount Tambourine. It was doing a comfort. I had some people in the car as well, and none of them felt discomfort on the really tight, windy roads, as most of the time we're on the way up or way down, especially way down because you're pulling a lot more G's. That was actually still very comfortable. No one felt any nausea from the mountain drive back down from the FSD, so it did prioritize comfort over speed or trying to hit the speed limit, which was most of the way 60 down. Some corners was about 30, but it took it as safely it could be and still bring it up to a decent speed. So I didn't have people around my back. They were around about that sort of thing, so they weren't like really tailgating me because it was slow. No, it wasn't doing that, so that was a good sign of the full self-driving in the mountains for that. And it did its best to pretty much avoid a little bit of a puddle, but we do have version 13. Now I can see this is a merging lane and it's now finally merged to the right. I have noticed it likes to keep to the left, which is actually a good thing, but it keeps really to the left on the highway by itself, as you'll probably notice, until it hits nowhere, and then it will just merge to the right. Now for full self-driving, supposedly when it sees like here, this is a good example where one side starting to slow down and it could maybe move to the right, as that's a faster lane. I think we do have a car on the right hand side here, so it is slowing down. And look, will it change lane? I'm not sure, but it's definitely letting this guy through, which is a good sign of things. But I am slowing down, but I could have made it over the right. But that's kind of thing what I'm thinking, that I'm hoping we get the version 14.2, which is over in US. We get to the hurry mode or the Mad Max mode, where it will be a little bit more aggressive in the overtaking. This is kind of what I think this is like the chill mode or the sloth mode in version 14. So it will do some overtaking. I do have some traffic here. Look at that, this is great. So this is a good example of like start-stop traffic soon, maybe. But this is really relaxing. Like, I don't really do much, and hands are take care of itself, and I'm pretty relaxed all the way through, which is most of the time I'm just listening to music, especially on the start-stop traffic or the slow peak hour traffic, as I am going to experience right now. Now I do say it's 15 minutes to where my destination is, and normally that would probably be, that's about double the time, but I would on a normal day, which there is no traffic, so that is double the time, which is not too bad for me. But still, I think when really I have been in start-stop traffic. I have taken this on long trips, so around about I'll say the longest trip so far has been 100 and I think it's about 118 kilometers in one trip. And look, that was very relaxing. I tried my best not to try and I just was looking around more than anything else, as you start to get a little tad bored, but then again it was taking care of itself, and I was actually very relaxed, having a chat, listening to the music, and that's pretty much what you do on these commute drives, especially the commute drives. So FSD is fantastic for commuting to home to work, and that's absolutely great, especially on start-stop traffic. Now I know I have a late shift this afternoon or evening, and I'm definitely going to hit like peak hour start-stop traffic for there, and I'll do another recording there. And yeah, this is staying on this lane, but then again this lane has been moving still, so I'm not complaining that it hasn't really moved to the right. But look, I'm just busy chatting with you guys and was just keeping up with traffic. And I know I've watched a episode of Mythbusters where I talk about traffic, where you can zoom in left and right, do a lot of lane changing all the time, and they did it for like a big period of really much more heavier traffic than this, and they only got a few minutes back from all the aggressiveness of changing lanes. And in the end, I think the conclusion was just stick to one lane, and most of the time on a very, very heavy traffic, that you actually find that you get less stressed. And I've kind of, since that episode, I've kind of taken a very similar approach, where I'll maybe change lane or two, only because I know some particular ones where it's merging and I don't really want to be in the merging lane. But that's about it. Most of the time I stick to one lane and just chill all the way through, but definitely now it's a lot easier when I don't have to worry about the foot pedal and the ankle of just trying to move around. So very nice. And look, it's one of those days where it's not super hot, and I love the fact that, you know, it's very quiet here and I don't really hear much noise even though I'm not driving. I'm only driving about 60 kilometers per hour, so it's still very free-flowing traffic, even though it's a little bit slower than normal as it's 100 road here. But look, I'm not really giving toots about that much traffic anyway. So again, I could have gone to the right lane, but hey, look, I am going to go to the left lanes and exit out sometime soon, and it's not too bad. So look, it's very nice. Now there is on my main channel, I have actually put out a review for some Dell earbuds. They're the Dell Pro Plus earbuds, which is the EB525. Now just give me an off-center review on it. Is that basically I really enjoy those earbuds. Is that because they are, let's just say, they work all the time. I've never had them fail, and the connection is so stable. They did very well. The active noise cancellation, especially on the bus, wasn't as strong as some of the other ones that I actually have noticed. I've tested a lot, and those but they were on. That's the thing. So I have taken it off and go, oh, is that really on? Yeah. And then I'll put it back on. He's like, yeah, they're well, once you take one off, you definitely know that it's actually, there is active noise cancellation. I just kind of wish they put the stats on what it really was. So, oh yeah, there we go, let's move to the left. It's just like my previous experience. I'd like to move to the left because we're going to exit to the left sometime soon, and on the next exit we're going to exit left anyway. But it is what I say, very nice headphones, like, because they have the same size as AirPods. They look like, even though I'd say they're not AirPods clones, they do look like them, but I actually don't mind them. And being black, it's really nice because I'd rather black than white. And also, yeah, I have to say, they're very comfortable to wear all day. Just very comfortable. I have worn them all day before, and it's really just out of battery. I'm just going to chuck it back in and put the next ear in. But I do sometimes, especially on the bus, I do wear both at the same time. But mostly at work, I kind of wear one just as a courtesy to others, to say, because I do get talked to a lot, and it's more just as courtesy to others. Of course, I don't wear it in meetings, but of course, video conferencing meetings, I do wear both. But when I'm having like normal meetings, I don't. Face-to-face meetings, I don't actually wear them at all. But yeah, definitely very comfortable wear.
Now take exit 2 on the left. A
little bit of the bass is probably where, again, I did say that on music wise, like, it's decent. I have to say it's decent, like just like AirPods are. But I have had some from other brands, and they have some very big deep bass and stuff like that. But again, they're more designed for music, and this was designed for voice. So fatigue for voice is definitely not. They really have nailed it. Especially, I was still very amazed by how well the microphone is. As we're taking the exit here to the left, and we are gonna just continue on here, and then I know I'm gonna turn right, as my commute is pretty easy. I don't have very much in terms of traffic lights anyway, and also it's pretty straight on. It's not a very difficult sort of way, but yeah, it's it's got, the microphone is just insane how well it does. Like when I did my demo for the microphone itself, that I was expecting to, when I turned everything off, that it was going to like let it some sound and background sounds off like through the actual system, but it really didn't. It doesn't. It's just that it's mostly on most of the time. It does really differentiate between pulling your voice out compared to the outside. So I guess it could be good and bad. I say good because most of that's what you want 99% of the time. The 1% of the time that you may not want is because you actually want other people to hear the background sound, but I don't know about that. Just because maybe for, I don't know, demonstration purposes, or I have no idea why you want your background sound. But anyway, or you're talking to others, but then you probably put your earpiece to someone else anyway. So, but then it's just one of those personal thing, you know. But yeah. most of the times, like I said, this is in Brisbane as well, so I live in a more small city. But hey, we will be on the map soon, as in 2032 we do get the Olympics, so the world will know where Brisbane will be. So we're no longer going to be a small city, where I consider us still a small city, even though we're physically probably one of the largest cities in the world. But we will be on the map finally and known where we are. So you guys get a little preview of the city, and just the infrastructure here is it's still definitely getting built, big and making more. But overall, we're ready. We're ready for as a big city, but we do have more. You probably you haven't seen the suburbs yet, but we do have more lower set houses and more than apartments. Only near the closer to the cities when we get the apartments there. So now I know myself that we will soon need to get on the right lane to turn right. There's a turn off to the right, but it's still in the middle lane, which is fair enough. Keep it calm. I'm not really stressed about it. It will either make it there or not, but let's hope it does, as we do kind of need to like move over to the right sometime soon, as we do have the right turn. But look, let's see what it does. I may need to take over, I don't know, but I'm just going to give it the confidence, as most of the time I have given it confidence on what it needs to do. So let's have a look. Now this is a great time to turn right, to get on the right lane, so I'm going to indicate to the right. Oh no, it's taking me a different route. I would normally go down the other route, but hey, look, I should have looked at the map. It's going down Corona Street, that's probably why. I would normally go down this route to then get to the car park that I'm trying to get into, but it's decided to take this way. Maybe this way is faster, maybe because there is roadworks down this way. So hey, look, let it be.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Cordelia Street.
That's the annoying thing there, because I was too busy looking at the map rather than looking at the road, because it kind of detects me. It does pretty well with sunglasses too. So there you go. It's turning to the right now by itself. I'm not doing anything here. It's making its way through, very chilled out. Go, go, go. What is he doing? Now I have to input something. I don't know what it was stopping for. Now turn right onto Cordelia Street. I don't know what it was waiting for, so that's me supervising it, saying, hey, what are you doing? Wake up! It was just going it was just creeping slow, even though the traffic moved forward. No idea what it was doing sometimes. But I wish I can sometimes give it feedback. Like, there is feedback if I disengage, but that, when you accelerate, that doesn't really. Oh, there you go. When I accelerate, I wish it kind of says, hey, what's going on? Well, no, it's alright. It's pretty good. I think it thinks I'm gone to sleep or something. There's traffic here. Now this is going to be interesting. Now because I'm going to go to the right lane. I'm telling it to go to the right lane because I've got plenty of room, and I want it to go on the right lane because I actually wanted to try and see what it does in the front. I don't know why it keeps asking me now to slightly push the way through, but hey, look, bit of if you can see this in front, bit of people in front of us to do a lot of the roadworks and stuff like that. We've got a bit of stop sign. Again, if I took that road, it would have been fine. And now I want to take this road. Yeah, we'll see what it does. You just got to see how it navigates through a roundabout as well, and traffic lights. So that's kind of what you get to see. Now the reason why it's stopping in front, I'm not sure if the camera can see that, but I can see it because I'm on my height here. There was just a big semi trying to back into it because they're doing some works on that building there, and now, you know, we've got free flowing back again. But look, Yeah, I don't know what this car, let him do what he does. I thought he was trying to make the right lane there, but yeah, look at that, it's trying to tell me to look out. I was looking forward. This is kind of why I didn't like this new update. So before this, when I purchased the car from factory, like from Tesla itself, we were on, I don't remember, it was like version 13.22 or 23 or whatever it is. That was actually quite good when I purchased the car. And then there was an update. Now I do know this is the advanced up, and since then it does more monitoring than before. So it's like, I don't want the more nanny part of it. I actually want less nanny part, but it's got more nanny part now with this new one that it's now. So yeah, I was still looking for it. Okay, here we go. Now we've got another. Now looking at stop. So let's see what it does. It's gonna, is it gonna stop? Oh yeah, it knows it's to stop. Slow, okay. I was getting close there, but it did. I didn't apply the brakes there. It did it by itself. So that was a nice test of itself. I was getting close in case it didn't stop, but I didn't press it.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Montague Road.
Oh, it's taken to the left side. All right. Oh, okay. That's why I wanted to be on that left side. So I need to be on the left lane to. Could have done earlier, but hey, look. And now we should be on the.
Now turn right onto Montague Road.
Montague Road. It takes itself. And yeah, this is full self-driving, supervised in Australia. So at the moment, only Teslas have got it authorized and released out. I don't know if they will for the other manufacturers, but then again, we'll see how the Chinese I know can do it, but Australia, our relations with the Chinese is a bit of a shaky one, as we're very affiliated, seems to be very affiliated with the American, the US, especially in the government wise. So a bit of a bummer, but hey, look, what it is. So I don't know, will BYD or Zeekr or Diddley, the main brand, will have any of those full self-driving that's authorized. Now this should be on the left lane because this is a turn left only. So I'm going to intervene there just because I shouldn't be on the right lane, and I'll just tell what it is. Should be on the left lane, as that was a turn right only lane. And I'm just going to let it continue on, as I'm just giving feedback to Tesla so they know. So I know in version 14 it can read like road signs that's on the bottom. So I don't know if this version did or not.
In 200 meters, enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
These are the very small little things that I've noticed that it actually hasn't really accomplished well, but everything else has been very surprising. So
now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
Now I'm just going to do a roundabout. Now wait, but there's not really much. People don't really do much of the U-turn, but look, it does pretty well.
In 200 meters, turn left onto Cultural Centre Tunnel.
And we're going to go down the tunnel and stuff. Well, that's what I'm going to. First, I'm going to see if we get any. So this is a bit of a. No, it's not really a U-turn. Oh, it's a U-turn, but it's not really a roundabout. And we're going to go
now turn left onto Cultural Centre Tunnel.
And I will take over very soon to get to the car park. I'm going to check out another car park to see if we've got anything. It says full. I don't never know. Sometimes it's not really full. But
now enter the roundabout and take the first exit.
Full. We know it's full because it is. I am pretty late anyway, so I will show the self parking as well.
Now your destination is on the right.
So we'll do. I'll just take off the glasses, even though I don't really need to. There we go. Do a bit of a U-ey. Go in here. Entry. Which one do I want? I want this one. No entry in that one. I want this one here. Now I can put on, see how close I get to some of these. These are tight, aren't they? Now hate to be in a really big car. Oh, yeah, I want to go here. I do want a receipt. Permit. Oh. Ah.
Wait, you may wait. Sorry.
There we go. There you go. Okay, and we're through. Oh, that is a tight. It's a tight one, isn't it? I'll go to the right. I'll go to the left. I go left and right. All these are reserved. That's fine. And I will come over. Now I'm going to park to the left side, right side. I'll park on. I don't really have one I don't really like anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna park this one here. Go. That's it. I just selected that one over that side, so it's gonna make it all the way through. It will take its time. It will drive itself. I pretty much just relaxed as the way through, so it will take its time. That's what it wants to do. So car pretty much drives itself through. Yeah. The reason why I kind of chose this one, oh, there's a baby there too. Now it thinks it's parked. I'm very close to that car. I don't really, I know, but then that's a van. The reason why I kind of parked next to it is because it's a van. So I know vans, they don't have, they don't open the car very well. But look, it is what it is. I may actually just repark this car just because I can get closer to the left, just to give the parent a little bit more. So I'm going just to do that. Just because I can. Manually, it has gone to the middle, so it has done a well job, but I'm only just giving more politeness for the other person, as I don't need to be on left line. I'm just going to get way more left than you would be, just because I don't really need to have that much room. Oh, it is saying, complaining that I am getting close to some of these things, but that's all. That's fine. Just because I don't really need any of that stuff. And how are we going to the front? Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.